Working for Silvies is significantly different than working for any brick and mortar school. One of the great features that we have at Silvies is a leadership team, and it's comprised of about 6 teachers that have been with Silvies for a handful of years. And it's basically our job to go around and help support other teachers. As they come on and become new teachers, we do a wonderful in-service training. And then we are always just available throughout the year to support new teachers and teachers in a variety of settings. I got to work especially with a new teacher this year, Christina Connolly, and I was able to support her during our in-service. She was a little overwhelmed trying to learn all of the new nuts and bolts of everything, and just being able to sit down next to her, look at her computer, walk her through how to do a monthly progress sheet and how to send updates. You could almost see the relief come over her face when she knew she had somebody there that was able to help support her through all of the nitty-gritties.
So at my previous school, I was assigned a mentor teacher who, was wonderful, but, her role was to kind of come in and observe me teach and give me feedback. And, she kind of told me like, oh, you're doing great. And that was about it. Whereas here at Silvies, I'm assigned to a whole group of teachers who are so supportive. But, our head teacher in particular has just been amazing. There was one time in particular that I was struggling with, figuring out kind of the new pieces, and she actually came over to my house and she spent, I think, 4 hours with me, just walking me through every step of what I needed to do and answering the million questions that I had. And I've just never felt support like that in a school before. And so that was just a very unique and special experience here.
When I first started at Silvies, I had a family with middle school students, and they asked me for advice on what science curriculum they should use. And I knew of a couple science curricula, but they didn't want to use those ones, and so I didn't know what to tell them. So I said, let me reach out to one of my coworkers, and I called Jill and I asked her for some advice, and she answered immediately and gave me tons of different resources, emailed them all straight to me, and I was able to get that information to the parent, and the parent was thrilled and was able to choose something from one of those curricula options. But that is just an example of what it's like to be a teacher at Silvies. No matter what your question is, or no matter what time of day, there are always coworkers to reach out to, and they are always willing to help. There's tons of resources out there, and you might not have them, but they probably do, and everybody's willing to share and willing to collaborate to help make this a great school.
Staff support, again, is the separator here at Silvies that makes us different than other locations. Just got an email last week from one of our educators, one of our new educators, that talked about, hey, this is a polar opposite of a previous educational experience that I've had. I feel the support. I feel the support network. I feel the backup. I feel the communication. That feeling is what separates us from other institutions, and we take pride in that. And we're going to continue to develop that and support our teachers. Why? That's what's best for staff and ultimately best for kids.
The work environment here at Silvies is something to be excited about. We don't just have coworkers, we have friends. We are set up for in-services that build each other up. We build PLN teams to have open communication and to have someone that you can reach out to and back you up for when you're just getting started. But even as a seasoned teacher, you can reach out to your friends to help you along your way, to get some feedback, to get some information as needed. It's a pretty unique opportunity to work with your friends.